The Texas State Aquarium is excited to participate in DeSTEMber, 31 days of STEM fun for the whole family. DeSTEMber was created by Girlstart and includes hands-on activities and videos like this one to promote STEM fun. You can participate online at DeSTEMber.org.
Hi. Hi. Good. Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm a Trainer 1 in the Bird and Mammal department at the Texas State Aquarium. So my duties here at the Texas State Aquarium is to take care of our birds and the mammals and to be a part of our wildlife show, which is a big part of my duties. So we also take care of a lot of animals on exhibit. And then we have animals off exhibit that most people wouldn't see, but they're going to be a part of our show. What type of birds we have? Obviously we have parrots. This is Koji. He lives up in our Amazon exhibit during the day, and then he lives down in the birdhouse at night. We have an African serval, we have a coati, we have a bunch of birds of prey, which is mainly our collection. We also have a tamanduá, which is an anteater. That's everybody's favorite. We also have a red-legged Sariyama, which people really like. Her name is Nacho. She'll come out and kills a snake during the show, which everybody loves. So, a fake one, not a real one. My education is a little bit different than most people here in Wildflight. My education, basically, I moved across the country, worked at SeaWorld as just a person that cleaned up and worked in the stadiums, cleaning out the stadiums, and became a manager. While I was there, I learned about a program called Moorpark College in California. It's called the America's Teaching Zoo. And so basically I geared my high school education towards getting into Moorpark. So I took college classes while I was in high school. Graduated from high school, got accepted into Moorpark, which is a big deal on your first try because it's a raffle system. So I got into Moorpark. I did Moorpark, and when I went into Moorpark, my goal was to come back and go work at SeaWorld and be a sea lion trainer. But while I was at Moorpark, I learned about all kinds of new opportunities in the field of working with animals, being a zookeeper, being a dog trainer, working at SeaWorld, working in the zoo as a zookeeper, and then what I fell in love with was being an animal trainer for the studio industry. So that is where I geared myself towards while I was at Moorpark, and so I did a lot of, in the program you have to volunteer a lot, and so I volunteered for a lot of studio companies, and that's where I really fell in love with working in the TV industry. And so when I graduated, I got a job right out of the bat working with a studio company, and I worked for several of those companies, and I learned a lot. I decided to move away from California, and so I wanted to find something that also used my passion a little bit more, and so I saw an ad here at the Texas State Aquarium. I was working with birds of prey, which are my all-time favorite animals to work with, and I applied and got it, and it's a dream come true working with birds of prey again, so it's kind of like my dream. I'm a falconer on the side, so that's kind of what I also did, so. Wow. That's where I really learned how to work with birds of prey, was doing falconry as a hobby, not necessarily getting paid to do it, so. That's also where I learned about bird abatement, which most people don't know about, which is going to the landfills and flying falcons to ward off seagulls taking away with the trash and being a nuisance to the landfill. So yeah. I really love taking animals out and coming to meet kids and expressing my passion for animals with them. I love having their face lights up when they actually get to touch an animal or interact with an animal. It could be something as simple as saying hi and Koji says hi back to them and their face lights up because I think it's the coolest thing in the whole entire world. So I love educating the people, and if it lets me work with birds of prey at the same time, then it's a good job for me. To work with animals, you have to be passionate about your job. You're not gonna make millions, you're not gonna make a lot of money, you're gonna be making a lot of sacrifice to get to the point where you finally are making money. So one thing is be very hardworking. It's gonna take a lot of volunteering of your time. It could be something as simple as going down to your local shelter and volunteering there and just putting that on your resume. It could be volunteering at your local zoo. Just getting that experience alone makes you one step ahead of everybody else that gets applied. And then I would say get an education in psychology or biology, but psychology is a little bit easier, so I would go with the psychology route. Because people ask, well, why would you use human psychology when you're working with animals? And the principle is all the same. The training that you would use is basically what you'd use when you're working with an animal. I would also do read books, talk to people. You can find people's names on websites and just talk to them and be like, hey, I have a question, how would I do it, kind of thing. But if you're passionate about this, working with animals, and you really want to work with animals, then I say just start getting your hands dirty and start working with animals, volunteering your time. And eventually you can get to this point now where you can say, I'm an animal trainer, which is probably the best thing that I get to say.
My name is Sarah Porras, and I'm a program presenter at the Texas State Aquarium. When I get to work every day, I actually get to take care of animals. As public programs, we do animal encounters throughout the day, and some of the animals that we care for, we have 2 different types of snakes. We have a chuckwalla, a New Caledonian giant gecko, we have some tortoises, and our friend Louie the alligator here. So on a daily basis, we get to clean the animals and feed them. And then if they need to get some exercise, we can take them out for walks or to get out and stretch a little bit as well. Once all of our cleaning and feeding duties have been taken care of, then we have programs scheduled almost every half hour here at the aquarium. Now our talks can be educational, or even our larger shows that we have featuring our dolphins and our mammals and birds.
Great sports, we have coupons from our wonderful sponsor, Whataburger.
I have my associate's degree in radio, television, communications, and journalism. I am currently a student at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, pursuing my bachelor's in communications with a media studies emphasis and a minor in journalism. I participated in the Disney College Program internship. I've hosted radio shows on AM radio. So there's a lot of work that I've done on the communication side to find myself here with this opportunity at the aquarium. I would say just always stay open-minded. Never in a million years would I have thought I would have the opportunity to be holding an alligator and caring for other animals here at the aquarium. The reason I found out about this position was taking classes there at A&M Corpus Christi, and one of my advisors was like, check out this position. It was something completely different from what I had intentionally planned on doing, and now I'm very happy that I have been able to be here and have this wonderful opportunity. It's completely opened up my mind to a different world of animals and how to help maintain our planet for a better future.
My name is Kelley. I'm the Senior Wildlife Care Specialist here at the aquarium. Some of my job duties are taking care of the injured birds that come through here, the shorebirds and the raptors. Basically medicating, cleaning, feeding, and just making sure that all their needs are met. Basically when I was in high school, I knew I wanted to work with animals in general. And so when I got to college, I started doing internships. So I did a couple sea turtle internships with the National Park Services around the country. And then from there, I gained a 6-month internship with a wildlife rehab place in Florida. From there, I stayed there. I did a vet tech job there for about 2 years. Continued to volunteer. Also volunteered at Marine Laboratory in Sarasota. And then I got a job here, and I've been here for almost 9 years. I know, it's crazy. I basically have a bachelor's degree in general biology. A really busy day would be about 50 animals, and that's basically having this entire hospital full with about another 15 animals outside. And you basically just hour from hour, you just clean every bird, you make sure they have fresh towels, you make sure they have a diet, you make sure that they're medicated, and you literally, once you get done with everyone outside and you get done with everyone in here, you have lunch and you basically do it all over again. There's really never downtime at all when we're really, really busy.
What's your schedule like?
Our schedule is usually there's someone here at 7 a.m. in the morning and someone here until 6 o'clock at night. And that is mainly because our veterinarian wants all of our medications as far spread out as possible. So everyone gets medicated first thing in the morning and the last thing at night. But we have other husbandry assistants that come in and help me take care of all these birds. We couldn't do it. And we also have volunteers as well. And if we didn't have the volunteers, we couldn't make it through the day without them. Just looking for someone who likes birds, has an interest in birds, is okay doing dirty work because it's not always fun around here. There's a lot of laundry. I probably do about 6 loads of laundry a day. I'm cutting up rats, I'm cutting up fish because that's what these birds eat. So basically have a strong stomach and you'll learn a lot. I would tell them just to gain as much experience as you can. That experience will take you further than anything. Please, go ahead and get your 4-year degree in biology or marine biology, and then just get as much volunteer experience and internships as you can through college, and that will help you more than your degree.
Hi, my name is Lauren and I am a trainer too here at the Bird and Mammal Department. Well, we actually start here about an hour before the aquarium even opens to get every exhibit ready for the public. So we're going to be cleaning pretty much after all of these lovely critters, as well as doing other morning checks. We want to make sure our animals are healthy and that their exhibits are clean and that they're getting proper food. After that, we go straight into training our animals for our show and other husbandry behaviors. Even though we have animals on exhibit, they are all part of the training that goes on here. So they can know simple things like going on a scale or a station, or they can learn how to fly in our show, or even learn how to mimic like Coco here. Pretty? Good. Well, the funny thing about me is my story actually starts right here at the aquarium in the early 90s. I was actually part of our summer camps. And from there, my interest just grew and grew and grew. And I started going to camps put on by SeaWorld. And then I was actually employed at SeaWorld in their education department. But I realized what I truly wanted to do was to be a trainer and to work with animals all the time. I went ahead and I started looking for jobs and I got hired here at the aquarium. So I kind of came full circle. Well, I didn't do internships. What I did was summer camp programs. But believe it or not, a week straight can teach you a lot of information and teach you exactly where you want to be. That's how I learned that I didn't want to be just a keeper. I wanted to be a trainer. After that, I went ahead and I started off as a zoology major. Found out I was not very good at chemistry and went to be a psychology major. But a lot of people ask, well, why do you take psychology if you're just working with animals? And the same techniques that go into manipulating human behavior is the exact same with our animals. Pretty much get involved. Get involved with something as simple as your local animal shelter, or if you live near a zoo or aquarium, many of them have volunteer opportunities for young girls all the way up through college. So get your name out there, and that actually gets you kind of ahead of the curve because they learn your name, they learn you're dependable, and you know exactly what's going to be expected. It's not all fun and games. A lot of it is getting dirty.
My name is Kendra and I'm a marine mammal trainer here at the Texas State Aquarium. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in marine biology. I went to Texas A&M University, and while in school I did internships and volunteering working with marine mammals. The best part of my job is definitely working with these amazing animals each and every day. I did my degree in marine biology, so I mainly did the anatomy, physiology portion. We might need to redo that one. But yeah, so I did marine biology, so I basically studied the anatomy and physiology of marine organisms. I did my focus on marine mammals because I knew that's exactly what I wanted to work with. And by doing my internships and volunteering, I learned the theories of training and how to apply them. Yeah, I would say the best part of my day is figuring out these guys, their mind and how they're working and the things that they come up with. They're so intelligent, and I love working on new behaviors with them and keeping them mentally and physically stimulated. So a common misperception is that we work with them all day. We actually don't. We spend a lot of our day prepping their food. We have our hands in frozen fish all day, and we also are responsible for maintaining their exhibit. So we scuba dive the pool, and we also do water chemistries to make sure the water chemistry is as it should be. All right, so you gotta listen up. If you want to be a dolphin trainer, you have to stay in school. Definitely get that college degree. It could be in some sort of science or psychology. So marine biology, zoology, biology, psychology, anything related to that. Another important aspect is you have to be super determined. You have to fight for it. You have to go out and apply for those internships. You have to start volunteering, and then hopefully you'll land a job working with these amazing animals.
Hi, my name is Adriana. I am the manager of Distance Learning and Outreach. I have a degree in biology from Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, and I minored in chemistry. I also did an internship at Western Washington University, and there I did 6 months of undergrad research, and I helped a grad student with her project. And I also went to local schools and taught them about the local animal life in the ocean. And that's where I got my experience in the education field, and I fell in love with it right away, and so that's why I do what I do now. So as the distance learning manager, part of my day is doing programs through video conference with kids all over the country. And we talk about the ocean life, we talk about habitats, marine and freshwater habitats, just to fit in with their everyday curriculum and with their teachers. And I talk to kids all over the world, so Canada, Mexico, the Bahamas, all across the country, the United States, and the kids and I sit and talk for 50 minutes about ocean life. And then when I'm done with that, I schedule more conferences. So I'm continuously talking to kids every day about our oceans. My favorite part of the day is talking to a school that is landlocked, so they're not near an ocean source or a body of water, and being able to show them the animals here at the aquarium live, and being able to zoom in on those sharks and showing them the stingrays, and they had never seen those before, and they probably won't be able to see those ever in their lifetime. So getting to share that experience with them is probably my favorite part of the day. I guess the advice that I have for everybody, if they are interested in getting into a career at a zoo or an aquarium, or maybe in science in general, is just to volunteer in whatever field you are interested in. If you don't have a zoo or an aquarium near you, you can always volunteer at the local animal shelters and animal hospitals to get that experience. If you want to be in science, I would do some internships as undergrads in college, and get to know your professors, because they will point you in the right direction.